exciting episode of Backstage Spotlight.
Hey guys, it's Backstage Spotlight. My name is Ziling and I'm 17 years old. I'll be your MC for today from Ascendance Apprentice team.
All right, and my name is Harsha. I'm one of the co-founders of Ascendance. I'm a 19-year-old social entrepreneur, as well as the acting CEO of Ascendance and the founder of StartMyName.com.
Yeah, we are so excited to have you all joining us today at Backstage Spotlight featuring a special group of Ascendance Apprentice team.
Yep, so the Ascendance Apprentice team are amazing. They are the students behind Ascendance who actually run the whole movement. These apprentices are between the age of 8 to 25 years old and are probably the same age as you guys and also the same age as us, right, Ziling?
Yeah,
So, as we are very, very excited to introduce them and let you know more about them, we actually have a little bit of something that we've got to ask you guys. So, before we start, we're going to ask all of you to let us know that you guys are watching. Tell us your name, your age, where you guys are from, so that we can say hi to you guys and reply to your lovely comments. So, let's get to know you guys before we get to our speakers for today. So we have Ezelin, we have Sham, we have Sangeeta. Hi everyone, great morning. Good to see you guys virtually. So keep the comments going. Make sure you introduce yourself, where you're from, who you guys are, and we'll be taking your questions and your statements and your answers for today's Backstage Spotlight as well. So tell us a little bit about today's event, Ziling.
yes, this event is brought to you by Ascendance. Ascendance is a nationwide youth movement from Malaysia that empowers youngsters to discover their passions and achieve their goals while still in school. To date, Ascendance has impacted more than 13,000 students from around the world. Ascendance also received the Diana Award in 2019 for Young Changemakers and works with various corporate partners to make our impact possible. Isn't that interesting to hear, guys?
Oh, yep. I mean, I'm one of the co-founders of Ascendance, but every time I hear that, I'm just like, oh my God, this is so great. And it's so nice because this whole movement is run by students. So, hi, everyone. We have people like Saidato, who says hi, Harsha and Ziling from Sarawak. We have Wong Lee Hao from Kuantan. We have Kendra, who is from SMK Kota Kemuning. We have Sarah Hairi from Johor. So lots and lots of you tuning in from all over Malaysia. And just like that, Ascendance is an international youth movement. We are in all 14 states of Malaysia, and it's because of the support of you guys and our amazing apprentice who are speakers here today. So to find out a little bit more about what is Ascendance, who are we, what do we do, we actually have a video for you guys. So now let's listen a little bit more about what is Ascendance from Ascendance itself.
What is Ascendance? Ascendance is an international youth movement that inspires, guides, and provides the resources for youngsters to build the future that they want to live in. Okay. Now that sounds like a really big job, and to be honest, it is. But wow, has these 6 years shown us just how much is possible when we all come together. Collectively, Ascendance has impacted more than 13,000 students from 900 different communities all over the world in the last 6 years. And the best part is, Ascendance has managed to do so much while being run by students aged 8 to 25 years old. Over the last few years, working with youngsters on the ground, Ascendance has created a platform for youngsters to discover what they truly love to do and how they can start impacting the world through it. It starts with being aware of yourself, aware of your potentials, aware of how much good you can do to the world. It's the New Age Learner Virtual Conference. From having just 140 students in 2019 to having 6,000 over students in May 2021 and having a much bigger conference in September, this New Age Learner Virtual Conference is the place that students need to be for them to be inspired and for them to look within themselves and see, what can I do to change the world? Going international. We've been collaborating with global change makers and associations from all around the world to bring the vision of Ascendance out to the masses. We've had a chance to learn from some of the best minds around the region. We've interviewed
So we've got a little bit of a lag, but I hope you guys enjoyed a snippet of our latest What is Ascendance video. So new video, but still the same message. Ascendance's initiative of building 1 million teens, Ascendance's initiative of building the future for youngsters. So for all of you who don't know about Ascendance, and this is the first time you're joining in, Ascendance is an international youth movement run by students aged 8 to 25 years old, with the idea that we youngsters have the power to build the future. And the job of Ascendance is to provide a platform, the resources, the guidance, the exposure, so that each and every single one of you guys can start to discover what is it that you love doing. Go out there and get real world experiences, work on projects, work on experiential learning sessions to get the right experiences, build your skills, try new things out. And from there, gain the experience that you need to turn your ideas into a reality. Whether it's starting a career while you're still in school, becoming a teenage entrepreneur, or changing your community, coming up with a world problem solving idea, Ascendance is the platform to enable you to do that. Ziling, you're actually one of the recent Ascendance apprentice, right? Tell us a little bit from your point of view. How is it like working with Ascendance?
Yes, Ascendance give me a really good platform, and I really appreciate that from you all. I really learning a lot of skills from you all at here.
Yep. So for all of you who don't know, Ziling is actually one of our Ascendance apprentice. So she's actually just like speakers today. One of the students, so Ziling is 17, our speakers today are 18, 14, 13. So they are the students who run Ascendance. They try things out. They host events like this, but they're also the people behind the scenes. They're also the people who make sure that everything goes smoothly. So even like that, so because of that, everything that you see today, from the slides, the videos, the managing of the channel on YouTube, even the comments, are done by students. So take it easy on us, guys. We need your full support, because the only way as a youth movement we are going to succeed if all the youth support each other and come together. So talking about people who support Ascendance, this event, our whole Backstage Spotlight series, is supported by the Malaysian Ministry of Education, which means that students attending today's event will receive an e-certificate after the event. So for Malaysian students, if you would like to get co-curricular marks, you need to attend today's program and take part in the Backstage Spotlight competition that we'll announce at the end of the program to be eligible for your COCO marks. Again, the final decision of what level COCO marks, or if there is COCO marks for this program, is decided by the Ministry of Education of Malaysia after the program is complete. So make sure you guys stay tuned, listen about the competition, and participate in today's event so that you guys can be eligible to increase your COCO marks a little bit. So participants, once again, if you guys have registered, you guys filled in the form in the description, or you guys RSVP, you are eligible for a certificate of attendance that will be issued by Ascendance. For all of you who are in this Backstage Spotlight event, if you come, you participate, you register, and also you submit the video for mystery competition later, you will be eligible for our certificate of participation as well. And that certificate of participation means that you must submit the video at the end of the event to be eligible for your COCO marks. So the COCO marks is not guaranteed, and we will only find out if we are eligible for that after the event, as the ministry will decide on it. And it's based on how many students participate in the competition and in today's event. So make sure you guys do your best, send in your comments, participate, make sure you learn so that you can answer our mystery competitions questions later. And in approximately 1 month after this event, we will email you the official letter stating the amount of marks if awarded by KPM, and the details to participants directly in their emails. So stay tuned, guys, and make sure you guys are as active as possible in today's event.
Yes, today we have more than 500 students joining us from across Malaysia. We are very excited and honored to invite our guest speakers to this Backstage Spotlight. They are part of Ascendance Apprentice, a group of elite Gen Zs from all over Malaysia who lead their communities to get involved in Ascendance nation building activities. I'm one of the Ascendance Apprentice too, by the way, you know.
Yep. So just like that, our first speaker for today is 18-year-old Maha. So Maha is Ascendance's head of communications. Wow, just the whole boss of that. At 18 years old, Maha is not only a student who scored straight 8 A's in her SPM, but she is also in charge of liaising and communicating with the many teachers, students, ministry officials, and many others as well to make Ascendance's programs possible. So if you guys have been for one of Ascendance's programs, make sure you guys thank Maha, okay?
Yes, our second speaker is the lovely Azana, a 14 years old student from Labuan at age of 14. Azana is the leader of the ET Youth online talk show team that puts together a monthly online talk for those young at heart to discover more about themselves through listen to the experience of others. Azana is also one of the Ascendance A team member in our video production team too.
Wow, can you imagine being 14 years old and already leading your own online talk series with Ascendance? I can't believe it, man. But just like how amazing Asana and Maha is, we have a third amazing speaker as well, who is 13-year-old Prakaladan, who many of you may recall as one of our guest hosts here on Backstage Spotlight. If you don't, make sure to check out his awesome hosting skills in some of our previous episodes, including most notably our Backstage Spotlight with Jin Hao Tan. So Prakaladan is also another member of Ascendance's A team and at the same time is part of our video production team. He is also an inventor and innovator who has brought home gold medals from various invention competitions. So not only is he talented, he's also super smart in a way.
Yes, so here's a quick video to introduce to you some of the amazing things these members of Ascendance A team have been up to.
So without further ado, let's welcome our amazing speakers onto the stage. We have Prakaladan, Asana, and Maha. Woo! Come on!
Hi guys, that's probably the most gumpa video I've seen. Oh my god, so good. I was jamming to the song.
Yep. And it's so great to have you guys. How are y'all feeling? I guess excited to be our speakers here.
Totally. Like I'm really pumped up right now.
Okay.
I'm
Prakaladan.
really excited by the video and by the introduction and everything. I'm really excited. I never expected to be speaking here, but I'm really fortunate, I guess. So thank you guys.
I'm excited too. I used to be the whole behind the scenes person the whole time for all the previous backstage, and now I'm speaking. I'm like, oh gosh, and I'm very excited. Yay.
I mean, like I used to be the host for like 2 episodes, and now I'm being the speaker for like 1 episode.
Okay, well, so we are now flipping the scene. You guys are now in front of the camera. So we are all so excited to have you live with us on air and listen to your stories in your journey of changing the world with Ascendance. So if you guys don't know, sometimes you come for this backstage and you're like, you fill in this form to get to check in your attendance and all of that. So all of the form is done by people like Maha, Prakaladan, Asana. If you guys come for our conferences and you are seeing like who is sending me these messages, again, people like Prakaladan, Asana, Maha is the one who actually works with you guys to make you guys come for our events and all of that. So today they are the speakers, looks very glamour, but they actually do a lot of hard work behind the scenes so that you guys can enjoy the many other programs that we have. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate it.
Yes,
So
so to kickstart today's event, let's play a fun rapid fire to get to know you guys better. Audience, you can join into by commenting your answers in the YouTube comment below.
yep. So we see you
Yay,
guys in the comments.
games.
So let's start with our first rapid fire question. So drum roll, everybody, wherever you are at home. Okay. All right. So our first question for our speakers for today is, what is your most bizarre nickname?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna
Mahat,
get exposed,
first.
but I shall go first. Okay, this is weird, but my nickname is Mango actually, and people will think like, oh, it's Mango because you love to eat mango. That's probably the reason why they call you Mango. But honestly, I don't eat mango. I mean, it's not like I hate mango. I just don't prefer to eat mango. But everyone just started calling me Mango for no reason, and yeah, now it's stuck. So it's either Mango or if you're too lazy, you can call me Mangs.
So your name went from Maha to Mango to Mangs. Wow.
Yep.
Everyone. Food related nicknames are always the best. My friends used to call me Hershey's after the Hershey's chocolate. So food related nickname gang. Asana, what about you? What is your nickname in a sense?
Well, I am like pretty tall amongst my friends, so they usually call me Tiang, like as in the yeah the lamb. What is it? What is Tiang Lampu in Malay? Oh my, in English? Oh my god.
Lamppost?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have Mangs, we have Tiang Lampu. Oh my god, Asana, I feel so sad. Okay, never mind, it's alright. We will lovingly call you that. The rest of you guys are also sharing some of your nicknames. You have people call you Basa. Oh my god, your friends are so sad. People whose nickname is Jama, like Enmin. Okay, lots of interesting things which I'll have to learn how to pronounce. Prakaladan, what about you? What is your nickname? Your most bizarre nickname?
For me, I have four. Is it four? Yeah, I have four. So two of them are most commonly heard in my house. Like my family calls me like that. But just for fun, not simply. And the other two are my friends' nicknames. So the one that my friends made up are basically Praga and Prek. Um, and then my family's nickname is Prick and Prek also. Oh, sorry, it's three. So it's Prek, Praga, and Prick.
All right, Prak, thank you. So we've got Mangs, we've got Tiang, and we've got Prak. All right, we have been gang today. Ziling, do you have a nickname?
Actually, I have more nicknames than your guys. One of my favorite nickname is Boba Mikti. Those are my friends give me on the school times till now.
Okay, do you like boba? Okay, it's an interesting thing. I didn't know about you, all right? But anyway, so let's take it to our second rapid fire question. Ziling, do you want to take it away?
Yes, if you met a genie, what will be your three wishes to be?
Ooh.
So hard. Three
I have a
wishes
lot of wishes.
only.
Yep. Who wants to go first? Prakalatan, shall we start with you this time? What are your three wishes?
Okay, so my first wish is definitely like no COVID. Like COVID must never return again. There must be no MCO, and I want to go back to school because it's boring staying at home, and I'm sometimes I literally go crazy. Like I shout to no one because it's that it's very boring sometimes in the house. So I want to like leave the house, and there must be no more COVID-19. And then my second wish is that there must be no exams. I don't know why I don't like exams. I like studying, but when it comes to exams, it just stresses me out. So no exams. And my third wish would be I want to travel around the world and see how it's like in different places and experience the other new things. So those will be my three wishes.
That is amazing. I love all three of those wishes. We have some people in the audience who are saying like they want Maha's brain, they want to be smart. People
What?
say they want to eat
I want to
without
eat
getting
without
fat.
getting fat. I want to be smart. I want to be free. I want to go Augie's house.
And the
Guys,
best
Lots of
beat
comments
Blackpink,
there.
make anime characters real. So keep the comments going, guys. Tell us what are your magical wishes. So with that, shall we go to Asana? What are your three wishes from a genie?
Um, I will start with the impossible things. I want to be immortal, and then um, probably I wanna meet Blackpink and BTS. That is like the most crazy wishes. And also, lastly, I want to add more wishes than three, so that I can wish whatever I want to.
No, that is against the genie rules. Okay, so
yeah.
sad.
But it's
But it's
my
okay.
wish.
Okay, fine. Fine. We'll let it slide this one round.
I
Someone
think
says,
I
sorry.
think all the K-pop stands are triggering right now.
Yeah. Zikil is like, bring me to
I'm
Asana. Then
sorry.
Guhan is like, Asana is a K-pop fan. So someone else said, I think Vaitiswaran says, I want to know Area 51 secrets. So lots and lots of a range of people in these comments today. Okay, guys, don't scare me. Keep your wishes coming. Come on, come on, come on. The more you guys wish, the more we will find out Maha's wishes. So Maha, what are your three?
Okay, I would say my first wish is I just want everyone to be kind and be treated equally so we have a nicer world to live in. Yeah. So love and kindness everywhere. That's all, guys. My second wish is I think somebody already said it, thanks to Abhi. But the second wish is to have a portal where I can teleport anywhere, like basically includes traveling, so I can travel anywhere and also teleport to fantasies and anime worlds and stuff. Yeah. And the last one is lifetime supply of free BTS concert tickets. Yes.
Okay, K-pop stands, you guys know who is your gang right now. We also have people who like Babitra, like I want to be an anime character. So not just me, you want to be an anime character. We have people who say like, oh my god, it's a nice one. Kanageswari said, interview all of you one day. Oh, thank you, cries. So everyone is now being triggered by BTS and anime world and their wishes. So Ziling, what about you? Do you have any wishes that you want to share? Maybe one or two with us?
Wishes is kind of lot. So want to more travel to a lot of worlds, discover more about things. Want to meet a lot of actor and actress. Want
Wow.
to achieve new careers, etc.
It is
etc. I want to
more
be
than three ready, lah.
a lot. It's a lot. I can give you a list of what is I wished.
Sorry,
Okay, I think
Hasha, what's your wishes? I need to know.
Yes.
my wish. Oh my gosh, I never thought about it. That's why I asked the question. But I guess like my first wish is to achieve 1 million teens with Ascendance, so that 1 million of you can actually start going out there achieving the things that you guys are passionate about. Number two, I would want to solve world problems. I don't want there to be any more problems. I want like no more poverty, no more like I don't know, climate change. All of us
Peace.
kind of like can just focus on making ourselves better, making the world better, making the arts better, making science better. And number three, I want to travel through space. Like I want to live in either like Star Trek or Star Wars or something like that.
Ooh,
Jedi. So yeah, okay. Now you guys know that I'm lame.
Master
But
Hasha.
anyway, let's now quickly move to the third question before you guys like process our wishes. So the third question we have in our rapid fire is, if you had to delete one of your most used apps on your phone, which one would it be?
Oh gosh. It's my most used app for a reason.
If you had to delete one of your most used, which one would it be? Asana, you want to start us off?
I think the book app Wattpad, because I read too much and it will just make me like lose sleep. So
Okay, everyone else is like TikTok, TikTok. Okay, nice. Sad to know that TikTok's the first one that like you guys are just kicking out. All right, why, guys? Tell me why. But anyway, Maha, what about you? What would you delete?
Oh my god. Um No, my God. I use all the apps equally. Damn it. um, I'm gonna say YouTube. Oh no,
Okay.
I can't. I need my YouTube music. Damn it. Telegram. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God. You can join the
Telegram
Telegram
is
goodbye gang
complicated.
with Vaiteswaran, Chong Wei Yuan. All of them are getting rid of Telegram as well. Prakladan, what about you? What would you get rid of if you could get rid of an app?
For me, I have three most used apps, which is my WhatsApp, then Telegram, and then Call of Duty video game. So um, I can't delete WhatsApp because that's where all of my important messages for my extra classes come in, and all of Ascendance's groups are there. So if I delete it, I might not get any projects. I can't delete Telegram because that's where my school group is, and all the Google Meet links and everything will be posted there. So I can't delete Telegram. So unfortunately, I have to delete the Call of Duty. Which is, I don't want to
Oh,
delete it, but I have to delete it.
so sad. Daniel has a good question. It's like if we like download YouTube, I think it's like if we delete YouTube, how can we enjoy this event? Daniel,
I'm
paradox.
so
But
sorry. Please don't come at
I
me.
don't think you can delete YouTube.
that's also true. But okay, amazing answers, Prakladan, Asara Maha, and all of our lovely people in the comments. Zeeling, shall we go to our next question?
Yes. So, what is your most embarrassing childhood story?
Why? Oh my gosh.
Any stories? I think mine was when I was a kid, and I just like would just run into those glass walls, in the supermarket. They would the
Oh
doors.
gosh.
So there was one that wasn't automatic. I didn't know. I just ran straight into it, and then I just went splat. So yeah, that's my most embarrassing story. Anyone want to go
Can I
next?
go next?
Go ahead, Asana.
So, so do you know that what? Do you know like when on my primary school? So I was late to go to class, and I knocked I knocked on this one class, and the teacher looked at me, and I thought I was gonna get scolded because I'm late. But she kept on looking at me as if I did like something weird, and I was like, "What? Can I go?" And as in like, I look at her and say, like, eye her, like, "Is it okay for me to come in?" And then she's like, "Why are you here?" And then I realized it's the wrong class. My class is next door, which is more embarrassing to me.
Okay, ouch. I think I was just frozen.
Yeah.
Praga,
But
next your turn.
Okay, so I can only recall this one. So I was like going to school. This was a few, like I think 2 years back. So I was going to school, and then one day I was late. Then for that week, I think for a few days I was late because of traffic problems, and my teacher got a bit mad because I was coming late to school. But actually, it wasn't that bad for coming late to school, but because the exams were over and everyone was practically like just playing around in class, but it's still bad to come late to school, right? So she gave me a few warnings, but I couldn't do anything to control the traffic. So I went to school on, like, I think it was Friday. So like Monday till Thursday I went late to school, and then Friday again I went late. But on Friday I literally like woke up very early and got ready, and I still went like late to school. And then I don't know if you watch Jane House videos, but there'll be like this character called Trev. So if he gets sad or something, he will cry. It's a very weird crying, but it's very cute. So I was crying like that beside my classroom. And the
oh
teachers were like
gosh.
passing by and looking like, what's wrong with this boy? And then they brought me inside the class, and they asked my class teacher, like, what did you do to him? Why is he crying? Don't you see like this is pitiful? But it wasn't my class teacher's fault. So that was a bit embarrassing. They literally like brought me tissues and all, and I was crying like beside my class.
Oh
Actually,
god.
there
That
are
was very
few
sad.
comments also on the audience part. So, Sarah Harry say just that I was 8 years old and I cried in examination because questions are hard. Mostly everyone on that time maybe will have this experience too, because when we are small, it was the first time for us for writing exams and answering all the questions. So this is one of the common things.
Yep,
So
I
next,
see.
Maha.
I'm so sorry, but I saw this another comment. Caroline said, I walk into a street light, my paint came off, stuck on my
Yeah,
teeth.
I
Oh
saw
my
that
god.
too.
Caroline, I am so concerned of you. Okay,
Okay, Maha,
mine is
what about you?
okay. This is probably my most embarrassing one of all time, and I'm gonna reveal it to all of you guys. So basically, when I was standard one, I was very bad at communication. So my teacher came to my class and she was like, "Go call your brother from the other class and come back." I mean, not my teacher, sorry, my guru besar, the pengetua at the pejabat. She told to go and call my brother from the other class. Then I was like, oh, okay, sure. So I went all the way to my brother's class and then called my brother. And I straight up said, oh my god, the pejabat is calling you. I didn't know the word pengetua or guru besar existed. So I said, oh, the pejabat is calling you. And my brother was like, pejabat? Why is the pejabat calling you? And not
Oh
only
my
that,
god.
after he found out about that, my auntie was that school's canteen owner. So she found out about this and she started laughing and told every teacher about it. And literally every teacher will be like, oh, pejabat, pejabat. And now they remember me because of the joke forever.
Wow, that's quite funny.
Should I like be sad for it or like
Guys, I was 7, okay? I don't know how to say words, okay?
Okay, so one of my embarrassing experiences is I just lost myself in the mall. My parents just go one side and I was stuck at one place. Then oh my gosh, where am I going? Where's my parents? Then I just go to the helping center counter and ask them, can you please call my mom? I'm stuck at here. Then only my parents come and help me. So this is one of the most embarrassing for everyone else also. Okay, so our next question is, what are you most proud of yourself in your life right now?
Oh my. What are you most proud of? Um,
honestly being
Go first,
alive?
Azana.
Being alive and is being in Ascendance right now, like choosing to be in Ascendance, like staying in Ascendance, I think.
Aw,
That's it.
Christ, happy Christ.
What about you guys?
Maha or Praga? Who's go first?
I think I'll go
Kimber.
first.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what I'm most proud of is the most proudest thing is that I chose to join Ascendance, because if not, I wouldn't be doing these cool things and learning all of this amazing stuff. Because at first, I didn't sign up for the link. I didn't even want to go for the apprenticeship program. But then I actually took initiative to ask some people for the link, and somehow got in. So I'm happy for that. I'm proud that I didn't just leave this opportunity aside and focus on the other things, because I literally had nothing to do. It was still MCO, so I'm glad that I chose the right thing lah.
Good.
Nice. Ooh, I saw Logendran said, I'm proud of being me. Yes, self-love, guys. Hashtag self-love. Let's go. I'm proud of being a
Some of
successful
them also
YouTuber.
telling
Let's go.
receiving Ascendance box sets, and I proudly to told about it to everyone. Good. Becoming a successful YouTuber. I'm a debater representing the school. Wow, that's a nice
Ooh,
too.
damn. Let's go.
Representative of the school. Wow. Okay, how about you, Maha?
Okay. For me, I would say yes, Ascendance is also a part of the answer, that's for sure. But then besides that, I would say I'm proud of honestly being part. Okay, this is technically the same answer, being part of the whole New Age learner. Oh, okay, I got it. For creating Dr. Syrup and Dr. Bandung together with my brother. That's probably the best thing I've done, and I'm so happy of it. So hashtag Syrup Bandung, y'all.
The best ever. The best ever. You don't guys to miss it out
Thank
to watch
you,
this New Age Learner
guys.
Virtual Conference on this September. If you guys see, maybe you can see Dr. Sirap and Dr. Bandung presenting it there. Okay,
Maybe.
so one of the most proud moment in my life also is, yes, being a part in Ascendance team. This is also one of my proud moment in my life. Okay, so that was so fun. Thanks, guys, and everyone for playing the game with us right now. Now we are going to have our Q&A questions and answer with the audience after this quick commercial break. Ask your questions now in the comment, guys. Meanwhile, we will be right back after this quick video.
Everybody, my name is Ashwa from Kedah, Malaysia.
Hi there, and I'm from Romania.
I'm Priyanka Karana from Kathmandu, Nepal. I am enjoying the New Age Learner Virtual Conference 2020.
And I am enjoying the New Age Learner Virtual Conference.
I am enjoying the New Age Learner Virtual Conference 2020.
1 million teens.
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 1 million teens. 1 million teens.
1 million teens.
Hashtag 1 million teens. Yes, welcome back to our Backstage Spotlight, guys. Okay,
Ours
so
is back.
for the audience that who have participated this, I have some of the requirements to you all guys to listen here first. So for the Backstage Spotlight, participants who register and attend the Backstage Spotlight and submit video for the Backstage Spotlight for the mystery competition will be eligible to receive certificate of participants. So for participants who only register and attend, a certificate of Ascendance will be issued by Ascendance. Participants must submit videos for the competition at the end of event to be eligible for any potential PAJSK marks. However, PAJSK marks is not guaranteed and will only be decided by Ministry of Education Malaysia after this event based on how many students participate in the competition and event. Approximately 1 month or 30 days after event, we will email of official letters stating PAJSK marks if awarded by KPM. Details to participants directly to their emails. So don't forget, guys, if you all participate in this event, you'll attend also the mystery competition a while later. You can get another certificate from you all also. Okay, so let's jump into our Q&A section. Okay, guys, so for the quick Q&A section, let's start our Q&A questions with Ascendance 18 members, Maha, Azana, and Paglaran, guys. So you guys watching live can ask your question in the comments and we'll pick some of them to ask them too. Okay, guys, how did you meet Ascendance? What was your first impression of Ascendance?
So I go first. Okay. Well, one day, like, let me tell you a story. So one day, like, my mom told me that I will be joining a conference, and of course, the word conference already like made me feel, oh my god, this will be so boring. And turns out the conference will be the New Age Learner Visual Conference, like last year December. So, at first, like, I don't really like the idea of joining a conference, But then I was thinking that it wouldn't hurt to like pay attention, right? So I kept on like paying attention like throughout the conference, and then I joined the mystery competition. Mystery that is announced like at the second day, which is the last day of the conference. So, and then I am also one of the consolation winners. So yeah, I still remember that day. My answers for like the mystery competition are also pretty interesting. So that's it. There's actually why I won, I think. But then I registered for the Ascendance's Apprentice, which is here I am now. So yeah, my first impression of Ascendance is just like, ooh, they're smart people who is really successful and all that. So which is I'm not wrong, and yeah.
All right, that's interesting. For a moment, I thought Asana was going to say now they're not smart, but nice to know we still like live up to the expectation. Thank you, Asana, and it's been lovely, lovely working with you. So glad that you actually attended our conference, and for all of you who knows, maybe this is your introduction to Ascendance. Jeng jeng jeng. Prakaladan, what about you? How did you find out about Ascendance, and what was your first impression in a sense?
So I'm going to be honest. So those if anyone from Ascendance are watching this, like this is what I first thought of Ascendance. So yeah, like Azana, how did I meet Ascendance means I did join New Age Learner Virtual Conference and I came for apprenticeship program. And before the New Age Learner, I also attended their Say What web series. So they have that like every Sunday at 8 p.m. So go and watch it, guys. It's very fun. So I attended that, and then I attended their other programs until the New Age Learner Virtual Conference 2020 in December. So like after that, I signed up for apprenticeship program, and I learned so many amazing things, and here I am now. So my first impression of Ascendance is basically I thought of it as a manufacturing company because basically my mom met Harsha at one of her talks. I don't know what talk was it, but it was a talk. So after that, she actually went and got her contact and all, and then she came and showed me her TEDx talk in I don't know, in one of the universities or something. So then she said, look, she has her own company, and then I asked how many years old is she? Then she said she's just 17. So I was a bit mind blown, but then at that time I didn't think that there were companies that actually worked with young people. I thought companies were just I thought companies were just meant to make things like make laptops or make trophies or make shirts or make our day to day our daily things that we use, like the things we use every day, like bookshelves and all. I thought those were what companies do, but but after that, I actually found out that no, they actually work with youngsters to help them discover their passion. So after that, I just started to find ways to join Ascendance because I really liked it. So yeah, that was my first in my first impression of Ascendance. Was basically I thought it was a manufacturing company.
Okay, I don't know how you thought it's a manufacturing company, but we're glad that your perception changed and that you're now part of the team. So, guys, we're not actually a manufacturing company, but I think this is a good lesson to all of us that running a business doesn't just mean that you need to produce something or you need to have a factory or you need to do all of these things. It could be doing anything that you are passionate about and using entrepreneurship to make that happen. So I think Prakaladan's been learning that, and we all learned that here in Ascendance. So Maha, what about you? What was your first impression of Ascendance? How did you get to know Ascendance? You knew so much more earlier, I would say, when you first started.
Ken, so basically how I met Ascendance, it's a very simple story because my brother is Ascendance, so I'm naturally just already there. But then it still depends if I still want to do it or not. So I think at first I was just there going for their talk shows because last time it used to be everything physical. I miss physical talk shows. But yeah, I used to go for their talk shows and listen, and then it's basically all I did until like slowly I started to work on some stuff with them. And honestly, from afar, they look very scary. I'm so sorry. You guys look very scary at first. I'm like, do I even talk to you guys? This is so weird. But then after I started to like get to know you guys more. Honestly, they're a bunch of crazy and fun people. Like for real, guys. It's not like how you guys see from afar, but then they're actually really fun people, and they're basically like your best friends. So I think that's probably the reason why I'm still here, even though it's been a very long time. I don't know how many years, 4 or 5 years, I would say. But yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I also is afraid of Harsha before, but now I'm okay with her.
I was afraid of everyone, including things like when they're serious, I'll be like, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? Did I do the things properly and all? So I also was afraid at first, but now I'm
But I think
a
after
little
that,
bit
it's
okay.
like, yeah, but
We
I
get
think
to know
after that,
everyone
after
more.
it,
Yeah, we get to know everyone
yeah.
more. Then we try to talk to them, interact with them. Yes.
All
Okay, maybe
right.
Harsha is a bit lagging here. So okay, next I will go with the next question with you all guys. So, what is your earliest memory working with Ascendance?
Uh,
Go first, Azana.
okay. For me, I think it's the first ever video that I script writed, which is for the first episode of Backstage Spotlight featuring Dato Nicole and David, the former Malaysian squash player, and uh what make it memorable for me, I think, because like it's the first time, like my first time script writing, and also the athlete of all time literally watched the video I came out with, so that is like why I am so pumped up about it. So yeah, that's probably the answer. What about you guys?
Prakratan, you wanna go first?
Okay. So my earliest memory or my earliest project was also doing a video script. So I did it. I and Azana did it together. So yeah, it was for Backstage Spotlight episode 1 featuring Dato Nicole and David. So yes, that's the earliest memory.
All
Good.
right. I think for me, it was 2018, if I'm not mistaken, for the ACDZ program. Um, Basically, Ascendance did this ACDG program for 10 public schools in Selangor, which is like really cool because they invited me to be the support team at first, just to come and help around. Because it's technically a big event because it's supported by the Ministry of Education Malaysia, and like literally the deputy minister was also coming to the school, and I'm like, oh gosh, he's here, what in the what. So it was really fun being the support team at first, although my job was only to like even just arrange tables or make sure the papers and pens are ready, the name tags are ready. Even though it's a simple work, I still had so much fun because it's a completely new experience. Like I never expected me, like a normal student, going to another school to do programs for other students, and I'm like, what? It's so cool. So yeah, that was my very first memory. First memory of working at Ascendance, like fully. Yeah.
That's amazing. And I think like the thing that I love about all of your stories is two things. Number one, you guys like started working with Ascendance by being our participants in a sense. So like Asana, you joined Ascendance because you joined the mystery competition. Prakaladan, you joined by watching every week our talks and activities, and then slowly finding opportunities from there when we open up our Ascendance apprenticeship. Maha, you were a participant in one of our programs, then you became support team. So to all of the audience is actually asking, how do you join Ascendance? That is the way that you actually join Ascendance. Come for the events, participate in the competitions, reach out to Ascendance, and over like every time we have a major event, we actually open up applications for the work that we do. You can join Ascendance through our website and get access to all of the events and programs that we run throughout the year. So there's so many ways that you guys can join Ascendance, but the number one rule is be participating. So if there's a competition, join it. If there's an event, be part of it. That's the one way you can be part of Ascendance. And I think like building on that, we actually have a question from the audience, which is, how do you guys actually become speakers from this? Like, was it something like first day in Ascendance, okay, speak in this conference, do this, do that, or was there other things that you have to do before you became a speaker? Maha, maybe you want to start us
Keep
off?
going. Can. Honestly, I don't think anyone could become a speaker on the first day itself, because if you become a speaker on the first day itself, I don't honestly, I really don't know what you're gonna talk about because it's nothing much. But then, like, it's just like, I think you shouldn't come just for the intention to be a speaker, but in the intention of wanting to make yourself to grow, to become a better person. So like that's what I did as well. Like I used to like volunteer for everything because I just want to do it and want to have fun and get the experience. So like, and plus everyone there is so nice. So I'm pretty sure everyone likes nice friends. Okay, we all want friends. So I did a lot of things with them. Tried out different stuff, like the being the support team, and then organizing our own not art competition. Sorry, organizing our own art competition, and then doing our own web series. So there's like so many things that we did first before we become speakers. And also I saw like there were questions about like how do y'all like manage your studies and stuff. And I feel like one of the things Ascendance also teaches is also to not only focus on like just one part, like your happiness only, but also other stuff like your education, your health and stuff. So that's one of the things Ascendance also teaches. So what I used to do, I'm not like the extremely straight A scoring student every single time. I did pretty bad also at first, but like while being in Ascendance, I wanted to prove to my like everyone, my parents, my friends, and to myself that I can actually like use the things they teach to score properly, which is what I did for my PT3 at first. Because I think for my trials, I only got one A for my PT3 and I was panicking so badly. But then like when I came to Ascendance and like talked to Harsha and Sanat and Mother and everyone, they kind of guided me and say, we need to calm down, and then like they teach you goal settings and stuff. So I try to apply the things they teach and kind of try to make my goals become a reality. So like even though it was just like a 1 month gap between my trials and the actual PD3 itself, I still managed to score straight A's after that. So I would thank you, Hasha, and everyone in Ascendance for helping me to do that as well. So
That's
yeah.
amazing. And Maha, you are so inspiring to I think all of us because not only did you come to Ascendance, but you also applied the things that Ascendance talks about. So if you see like one of the things we always talk about is focusing your thoughts, setting an end goal, setting and achieving the goals that you are passionate about, which includes the education goals that you have. And Maha is one person who took that and really used it so well. So she went from a student who got I think no A's in your PD3 trials to getting 8 A's, straight A's in your PD3 exams, and later in SPM also being a top scorer, 8 A's, which is so mind blowing for me and so inspiring for even me to do well. So thank you, Maha, for inspiring me and all of the other youngsters in Ascendance, I'd say. And like for all of you guys in the comments, we're actually having a workshop or kind of like a program that's free for all of you to attend in September called Achieving Academic Success with Ascendance. So if you want to find out how people like Maha actually attend it, stay tuned on our social media. You can message us for more information and we'll send you the link to register for it. So you can find out how you can actually balance working on your passion or working on things like Ascendance and also do very well in your exams. So maybe we can also go to Asana with a little bit of a modified version also from the audience, which is how did you actually convince your parents to let you join this?
Well, I think I let my mom know what is Ascendance like as a whole. So like my mom knows what, like my parents know what Ascendance does, and practically I gave them like a full trust so that I can be a successful person like that. So like let my mom know, like let's just communicate with your parents, like so that they know what you're doing, so that they know that you're doing good stuff and that. So that's probably why I'm still here.
Okay, so communicate with them, lah, be truthful, talk to them.
Mm.
Prakla, then what about you? How do you like talk to your parents, make sure that they understand like that you're working on this and at the same time balance it with your studies in a sense?
Um, okay, so I think the first thing is like what Azana said. You need to be truthful with them to get them to understand what you're doing. Because if you don't tell them what you're doing, they might be worried. they will think that you're wasting your time. But actually, that's what happened to me first, because I didn't share much with my parents, and they thought that I was just sitting around in a room and playing video games or wasting my time. And I was actually not doing that. I was actually doing some projects and stuff. So after I started to share more of what I'm working on with them, they also started to like understand the responsibilities that were given to me, and they also started to like give me advice on how to make it better. And they were like, if you need anything, you can come and ask. And they were very 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 supportive until today. So just be truthful to your parents, guys, and share with them whatever that you're doing. So that's one way. And also you I think a good way to like share the things that you do with your parents is to like talk to them when they are calm and not when they are busy at work, because like every day your parents work very hard for you. So you shouldn't go and ask them when they're working. They might get stressed out and you might not get the response that you expected. So ask them when they are calmed down a bit, or when they are resting, or during their free time.
Okay, that is amazing. And I feel like Prakaladan, Ziling, Asana, Maha, all of your parents are super amazing. And like even like just before today's session, like we saw everyone's parents help. Like Ziling, your parents were helping with the green screen. Prakaladan, your mom was also there. So we were like, it's like a family thing. Everyone gets involved. But it's not like that in the beginning. It's something that we have to build over time. And it's like, as Asana said, it's about communication. And as Prakaladan says, it's about understanding that your parents only want the best for you. They work really hard. They spend a lot of their time making sure that you are okay. So having that communication, being truthful, understanding the situation they are in, and then communicating with them actually helps them understand how they can support you better and work on your passion while balancing it with your studies. We also have some comments from other students that work with the Senate. So like Ezekiel says he keeps like he keeps his exam results like maintained, and he lets his parents know what the benefits that he can get by joining Ascendance. And they totally are proud by seeing him talk to hundreds of students and other youngsters. So by communicating and just letting them know about what you are learning, what are the things that you are experiencing, your parents will understand too as well. So good question from the audience. And I think another thing that I want to address is, yes, many of you look at like, oh my god, they're all straight A students and all of that, but that is now. Even for me, when I started, I was not a straight A student. I was a very average scoring student. I was getting B's and C's and all those middle grades and all. But one of the things that happened is when I started coming to Ascendance, it was about learning that it's not just about studying 8 hours straight and things like that. It's about being really focused, having a goal that you want, and working towards that goal, making sure your thoughts, words, actions are aligned to that goal, focusing your thoughts so that you get the energy to actually create the reality that you want. And it's over time that I was working with this environment that I worked with Ascendance, that Ascendance helped me to improve my exam results to the point where when I was in Form 5, saying from IGCSE/SPM like that, I actually managed to get straight A stars. And I even, today when I'm in my college, I'm in the University of Pennsylvania in the United States, university, one of the best in the world, I actually managed to still get straight A's and still get a 4.0 GPA. So it takes time, guys, but once you master that, you can be really good.
Oh no, Hasha's lagging again.
Yeah, she's lagging again.
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh,
Can.
can.
Okay, yeah, okay. Did you hear my whole story? Okay, now mine. I don't know if you heard or not, but it's okay. So basically, it takes time to go from an average scoring student to a straight A scoring student. That's what happened to me. But once you learn and master that goal setting thing, it really, really does make a difference, and it helps you in every area of your life. Just to recap a bit. So Ziling, shall we go to the next question?
Yes. So for the next question, how did you first feel when you were given a big responsibility or a role as an Ascendance apprentice? How do you feel and manage it, guys?
For me, of course, I feel like a little overwhelmed and like stressed out a bit. But then I talk to like people like Harsha, people like my mentors like that, and to be honest, like you were given a responsibility or a role because you were trusted. They trusted you for that. So it's just your turn to like trust yourself and be confident to like manage it yourself like that lah. So that is how I manage it usually. What about you guys?
I love that answer. So
Yeah.
nice.
Maha, you wanna go next?
Ken. So one of the biggest responsibilities that I got was to be in charge of the New Age Learner Virtual Conference in May, which is literally like the biggest conference Ascendance has ever done until now. But the next biggest, more bigger one is coming in September, so don't miss that. But yeah, I was in charge of that, especially getting in the participants and talking to the KPM like officers and JP like Jabatan Pendidikan Negeri Pegawais and stuff, which is pretty scary because I have to call them and then ask them like if they received our email, can they send it out to the schools. So I think there was at one point there was only like 2 weeks left for the May conference, and there was only like 3,000 students plus, but our target was 5,000. We already said to everyone we're going to get 5,000. So if you don't get it, everybody's going to lose it. So I'm like, oh gosh, what do we do now? We're like really late because I kind of got distracted at one point. So I was panicking at that point. But then it's nice to know that Ascendance didn't like scolded me and say like, oh, why you never do your work properly? You're such a bad person. You can just leave Ascendance now. But no, they didn't say that. They were more kind. They were like, it's okay, you made a mistake, but let's find a solution fast and figure out how we can solve this as soon as possible, so that the conference goes on. Like you know that song, "The Show Must Go On" by Queen. Yeah. So basically after that we sat down, like me and a few other apprentices, like Jared, Prakaran was there in it. So we sat down and we literally emailed every single school in Malaysia for them to join the New Age Learner Virtual Conference. And literally I was so happy when like our target was 5,000, but we ended up getting 6,000 students to join. I was like, what in the what, how did we do that? So it's really nice that we have a team to back us up when we need them, which is why I really like Ascendance. So yeah, that's one of the biggest responsibilities I got.
Wow. Can you imagine being Maha at 17, 18 years old and already working with like and communicating or being in charge of a team that communicates with every single school in Malaysia? I think I used to struggle with communicating with my own school, but Maha can communicate with every single school in Malaysia. Amazing, truly brilliant. And to see the success of the conference, it's not always smooth sailing. Sometimes there is stressful times, there is tough times, but I think it's the team that really works together to make it happen. Prakalad, what about you? What is how do you cope in a sense when you first had some responsibility with the sentence?
Um, for me, okay, my most for me, everything is important. Everything is an important project. Like if I tell someone I want to do this project, let me take charge and all. Like I have to take responsibility for it. So like for everything I did, I would say that that is um my most like what sorry, what was the question again? I forgot. I was mesmerized by Azana and Maha's answers.
I am also mesmerized, so I cannot blame you. But the question is, how did you feel when you first got responsibility working with the sentence? How did you manage it in a sense?
Oh, okay. So when I first got responsibility, I was like I was happy. I was feeling like yes, I got something to do. This is not schoolwork anymore. I'm not a kid. I finally grew up. That kind of thing. But eventually, when I started to try to do it, I realized that I need help and that I'm not so great. I still need to learn, and I still am learning. So I started to ask for help here and there, and I did make mistakes. Like for in the beginning, I like didn't tell anyone because I was scared that they would scold me and tell something like, you volunteered for this, you should know how to do it and all. So I kind of kept it away in the beginning. Like I didn't share it with anyone. But as time went on, I found out that asking for help is actually necessary, and it's very important. If you don't know something, like what's the worst that could happen? If you like ask help, you're only going to get better. So I started asking help, and so that's how that's basically how I first felt.
That was so inspiring.
Yeah, you guys are really, your story are really mesmerizing to hear. One of
Yep, yep.
your stories and everything. Good to hear that.
And I feel like it's very inspiring for all of us because this is things that we face in our day to day. Like many times, all of us don't know what to do, but sometimes even me are like malu to ask, or like don't know whether I can ask or not. But I think we can learn from Prakaladan, and I think all of us should be willing to ask for help, go out there and talk to people. And it's something that I personally have been learning. So even for all of you, if you guys have any questions, make sure you guys ask in the questions below, in the comment section, so that we can take your questions as well. And I think that make like we're going to take a little couple of minutes break, but before that, this is your opportunity to check in and let us know that you guys are watching. So before we go for our break, we're going to have a selfie check-in time. So what you guys need to do is you guys need to take a picture of you guys watching today's session and share it with us on Instagram, and make sure that you guys tag Ascendance Pro. If you want to tag the other speakers, you can as well. You can see the Insta handles on there. But tag Ascendance Pro, take a selfie, and post it up on your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever platform. So we know you guys are watching. We can see your beautiful, beautiful expressions as you guys enjoy today's session with us. So with that, I think we're going to break for a quick video, right, Zilin?
Yes. So let's take a quick commercial break, guys.
All right.
Subscribe now to the teenageentrepreneur.com.
So welcome back, guys.
Yep. Glad to see you guys are back. Make sure you guys have taken your selfies and posted it on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, don't worry, post it on any social media that you may have and tag us at Ascendance Pro. So see you guys there virtually. You guys can see us. We want to see you guys too. So make sure you guys do that. But for now, make sure you guys also drop in any questions you guys have in the live chat, in the comments, so that we can continue our Q&A with our lovely, lovely speakers, the Ascendance Apprentice themselves. Maha, 18 years old, head of communication. Asana, only 14 years old, runs the ETU talk show and is a host, MC, and part of our video production team. And Prakala, the 13-year-old member of our video production team, our apprentice, our A team, and at the same time is an innovator and inventor who's won so many gold medals. So Zili, what's our next question for these amazing, inspiring people?
Yes, for the next questions, how does the work you do with Ascendance impact others?
Oh. Asana, do you want to start?
How does my work like impact others? Because maybe like for example, what I do usually is like script writing for like intro videos, and that usually, like, since it's like videos, it's usually like what grab people's attention, and they will probably watch the video and then see like the informations about all the amazing speakers that we feature, and they will be like so inspired. Even like my few of my friends, they were like they were watching Backstage, a few episodes of Backstage, and they were like, you did the intro video, oh my god, I want to do something like you too. So it's probably like how I inspired them that they wanted to do it like me also. So that is how I impact them in that sense.
That is so great. It's like your own talent inspires others to do the same. Prakladan, what about you? How do you see the impact of the work you do with Ascendance?
Okay, for me, it's like it's okay. It's a bit hard, but basically, in my vision, it's um like for me, I'm still very young. I'm still a Form 1 student, but I have the opportunity to learn so many amazing things. So I feel like when people see me at a young age, I'm able to do so many cool things because I have the proper guidance. I feel like they will also take the initiative to try to find out what they love to do and attend ascendances programs and achieve their goals as well. So that's what I think is impacting others with the work that I do.
Okay. Very, very cool. And I personally know so many of Prakladan's friends and family members who've actually contacted Ascendance after that and said, like, Prakladan is doing so many things. How can I be like Prakladan? So I feel like just Prakladan, like working with Ascendance, has inspired so many people around him to say, like, oh my God, if Prakladan, who's 13 years old, can do so many things, what can I do? Like, I'm also his age. I'm also around the same age. What can I use my talents to do? So thank you, Prakladan. And Maha, what about you? Like, how does the work you do with this impact others?
Ken, I think I saw like someone asked the question about how that person has been trying so many things, but it just never stuck to him. Bro, I'm the same gang as you, man. I tried so many things, but it hasn't stuck to me yet. But as I would just want to say, as long as you don't stop trying, like just keep trying until you figure out one. Like, bro, please, you can join me. So I need friends. Okay. One of the things, like how I to think. Oh my God, my English is dying. Okay. The work that I do with Ascendance, how does it impact people? Okay, so basically, one of the most fun things I did was honestly Sirap Bandung, because I don't know how, but everybody seems to like it because me and my brother, we just like randomly came up with it after a while, and then we're like, we should just try this and see. Oh my God, it's Sirap Bandung. So yeah, um, so that this is probably like the most fun thing that I did in a while, because like when you see the comments and everybody just go hashtag Sira Bandung, where's Dr. Bandung, where's Dr. Sira? I'm like, oh my God, is Sira Bandung actually working that well? Because like I know we all want to try our own things, but then I don't want to do it just for myself, like I want to do it to impact other people as well. So it can be in any way as possible, because I feel like the things that we learn in Ascendance is like really cool, and if I know it and it actually works, like how I told just now, like how I was an average scoring student to like a straight A scoring student suddenly, and that is because I applied the things that Ascendance taught me. And if I know this, I shouldn't keep it to myself. Like everyone else should know about this, so they also can, use the lessons they learn and improve themselves as well. So like I know how like sometimes people will say, oh, like you just give random advice and someone just tells you in a very boring sentence and you be like, oh, nice advice, and then you just walk away. We don't want that to happen, so that's why we came up with Dr. Sira and Dr. Bandung for the New Age Learner Virtual Conference, so that we can share it to all the youngsters in a funny way, because I feel like all the youngsters really love to laugh. Like, who doesn't like to laugh? Like, please tell me. I'm pretty sure everybody likes funny things. So that's why we made Dr. Sirap and Dr. Bandung to be like a very funny character, but we just don't want you to laugh only, right? We want you to learn something as well. So we incorporate the message in as well and try to like bring it out to you guys in a funny way, but you also learn the lesson at the same time. So I think that's how it impacts people. I hope it is, because the comments are very overwhelming sometimes, and I'm like, oh gosh, it's actually working, Christ. Okay.
No. I completely agree. I think like the Sira Bandung segment is one of our favorite segment in a lot of our workshops, our talks, some of our conferences as well. And like it's nice because Mahat uses her ability to make people laugh, her creativity, and she puts all of it into this kind of like segment online to teach people amazing things. Tell us a bit about some of the things that you actually share with people through Sira Bandung. What are the lessons people can learn from it?
Oh, so one of the things that Dr. Siram and Dr. Bandung has done is actually saying the fact that your thoughts create your reality, which means you have all the power and all the energy you need to create your own reality and do anything you want. And how we show it is we did this balloon experiment, which I almost blast off my mouth because I suck at blowing balloons. But sure, I sacrificed my life for this act. But sure. So it's like the more air you blow into the balloon, the more the balloon expands, and you know what I mean, right? So if the more thoughts you put into one thing that you want to do or you want to achieve, the more faster it becomes a reality in a sense. But if I just say like, oh, your thoughts create your reality, and you be like, okay, now what? But then if we show it in a different way, like in a fun experiment, it's more easier for people to understand. And that's one of the things that we thought is a very important thing that we should share to everyone, because I feel like everything that we do, it really depends on us if you really want it or not. If you really want it, I'm pretty sure you guys would do anything to do it, which is why we say your thoughts create your reality. So you have to put in the thoughts, your actions. Also, don't keep on think you want to achieve this and not do anything about it. You have to do something about it. So yeah, that's one of the things that Dr. Siam and Dr. Bandung explains a lot.
Yeah, I think that's very, very lovely to hear. And we are coming towards the end of our session, and yet there is so much more that I think we can learn from the three of you. Right, Ziling?
Yes, we learn a lot from you guys.
Yeah. So maybe we can have in like 30 seconds or less one final question from all three of you. So for our last question for today, and don't be sad, audience. We have lots of amazing things. You guys can still keep asking your questions to Ascendance, and we'll reply from there. But maybe the last question we can take for all of you is, what is your message for the students out there who want to change the world? What do they do?
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Because okay, so my message is, um, you just like when I go for a lot of Ascendance talk shows or ET Ideas talk shows, they always talk a lot about thoughts, words, and actions, that you have to keep it aligned. By that way, you can achieve anything that you want. So besides just having thoughts and just telling people that I want to be this, I want to be that, you guys have to take actions. Like if you want to be if you want to be a writer or an author for a storybook, you can't just go and tell your mom or your friends like, I want to write this book, it's going to be published, a million people are going to buy it, those kind of things. You can't. Besides telling that, you have to tell that to get inspiration, but besides just telling that, you also have to like take actions and actually try to write the book. Like when I joined Ascendance, like after some time I found out that I have three passions, which is designing, then writing, and content creating. So even if it's the dumbest or most unadvisable step, like if you want to be a content creator, you can just simply film a video or something. Even if it's the most simplest step, just takes small steps like every day, and little by little it will expand and become much larger.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant. And Prakala, then, like, that is amazing advice. A little bit over 30 seconds, but we'll forgive you because it's such amazing advice. So,
Sorry.
Asana, Maha, what is your words of
Okay.
wisdom?
Well, first of all, I want to clarify why there's a person like keep asking on the comments why I'm in a car. It's because that it's because that I want to prove that I'm streaming Backstage as a speaker and I'm in a car, so you guys have no excuse to like not watch Backstage, even though you're at home or at places. Okay, that is like the excuse. So my message is like I don't know what side on TikTok are you guys are, but I am more on the Gen Z side of TikTok. So like every Gen Z kept on bragging like how we are the powerful generation, we are the revolution and all that. So what about we actually like prove it ourselves? Like how? Why don't we like actually build the future? Like not just talk about it, but actually do it in real life. So like this is actually one of the like the best time you could do so. So like there's like one comment saying that they tried so many things, but the things that don't sit right with them. So just think about what you like the most. Like um me, I signed up for Ascendance because I want to be a makeup artist or like a stylist. Honestly, what does like I usually like question what does makeup artist and stylist has to do with Ascendance at some point. And come to think of it, like Ascendance has a their own like musicians, dancers, and like for example Hira, I could be Hira's like makeup artist or something, and while Hira's performing, she would like deliver her like meaningful lyrics to others and could sell lives. And that is like also like the process. Like I style her, she deliver her meaningful lyrics, so that can actually save the world at some point, you know. So yeah, just do whatever you want to do, and if you don't know, just like start at some point, because there's always going to be like resources that where you can find it. There's always going to be resources provided, and one of them is being Ascendance itself. So yeah, keep on like joining us to our events and all that, and I'm sure you can also be part of us and like actually build the future.
Okay.
Is that
And
more than 30 seconds?
a little bit, but still, I think it's such an amazing answer that we need to be the Gen Z that is amazing. So we'll talk a little bit about how you guys can join Ascendance, how you guys can get your certificate of attendance, and how you guys can be part of the Backstage competition to really be the Gen Z that you can be shortly. But before that, Maha, in 30 seconds, what's your message?
Okay, I'll try this quick. I'm so sorry. Asana Praka's answer is so good. I'm like, oh gosh, I hope my answer is good. But I would want to say, just no matter what happens, or despite like all the obstacles, the pandemic, the COVID, just forget all about that and just stick true to yourself and follow your heart, honestly. And just love yourself, man. Don't think that you're not good enough. You are definitely, there's always that tiny spark in you which you just need to light it up and just come out and start doing the things that you like. So just stick true to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely brilliant, Maha. And just like listening to all three of your answers has made me so inspired. Zealing, I think you're inspired as well, right? So
Yeah,
maybe, yeah.
it's
So
inspired me well too.
yeah, and I feel like all of us now would want to do something, would want to make the change that, or be the change that like we can be for the betterment of to build the future and to inspire others around us. So thank you so much to all three of you. I think I personally enjoyed your sharing so much, and I think that this is one of the most meaningful and impactful sessions because you guys are just like us. You guys are just like everyone in the audience. So thank you guys so much for actually taking your time and sharing with us your experiences. We really appreciate it. You guys are truly the leaders of the future, and I hope that it inspires the others in the audience to also become the Gen Z leaders that they can be. So, with that, I would like to thank the speakers one last time and thank our lovely audience. We are going to do one last little video break, and when we come back, we will explain to you guys how do you actually get your e-certificate of participation, and your e-certificate of attendance. How do you guys be part of the Backstage competition, and how do you guys join Ascendance? So make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll be right back after this video.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Nicole David. And my one advice for all youngsters out there is to stay true to yourself and go for your passion.
I would say, frickin' enjoy yourselves. You're young. Work hard. Just go out and do what you enjoy. You have time. It's not the end of the world until you say it is.
everyone can be a change maker. And I would say that it starts with like having to like change your mindset. So by changing our mindset, we can all make a difference.
Find your passion, follow it, stay creative, and don't let your age be a limit.
It is okay if sometimes you also don't know what you want to be. Just believe in yourself and come up with a plan, and always be ready to change your plan.
That was so amazing. I am so mind blown. What about you, Ziling?
Yes, oh my god, that was so really amazing. I learned so much from all of them. I hope you guys also learn much from them also.
Oh my god, me too. Our audience out there, you guys hopefully have taken all of this insight and making sure that you guys change the world with Ascendance, with yourselves, with your own passions as well. But now, guys, it's time for the Backstage Spotlight competition. Your chance to win cash prizes and merchandise from Ascendance. So before we get to the competition, I'm just going to remind you guys one more time about your certificate. So we actually have a QR code up here for you guys to scan to actually get your certificate of attendance. So remember, you need to scan this QR code, fill in the Google form if you haven't already, so that you can get your certificate of attendance. Don't worry if you guys are like, oh my god, what do I do? You can screenshot and scan it like within the next hour after the Backstage Spotlight competition is done. But make sure you fill it in so that Ascendance can issue you the certificate. So for the next part about what you do after this competition is, you need after this event is, you need to not only get your certificate attendance, but in order to be eligible for your Coco Marks, you also need to get your certificate of participation. And the only way you can get that certificate of participation is after watching today's event to participate in the Backstage Spotlight competition. So you have to submit your video for this backstage competition. So Ziling, tell us a little bit about this competition. What do we need to do?
Yes, all you got to do is submit a 30 seconds video answering these two questions, guys. So question 1 is, what is the most important lesson you have learned from today's Backstage Spotlight? Question 2, what is your message to the A-team and Ascendance?
Yep. So make sure, guys, that your videos are in English and is within 30 to 45 seconds. The competition is only open to Malaysian students below 18 years old, and each participant can only submit one video. So make sure you guys make it count. Get your message across in those 45 seconds or less.
Yes, remember to submit your video before the deadline, which is before the 10th of August.
Yep, so you guys have only 2 days. Make sure after this competition ready, you guys are submitting the video and you guys are joining this competition. So the grand prize, or the grand prize winner for this competition, actually will get an RM100 cash prize and the Teenage Entrepreneur Basic Book Set from Ascendance. Isn't that awesome?
Yes, we also have 5 consolation prize winners who will each receive 50 ringgit of cash prize and also receive the Teenage Entrepreneur Basic Book Set. All our winners will get to join Ascendance 50 over live events for free for the next 1 year.
Yep. And remember, guys, again, even if you do not win anything, participating in this competition is essential so that you guys are receiving your certificate of participation and are eligible for the Coco Mark. So once again, just to recap, guys, don't forget, remember step 1, mention your name, your age, where you guys are from. Step 2, answer the 2 questions that we mentioned earlier. We will be sending them in the WhatsApp group also, so don't worry. And also, don't forget to end your video with #1,000,000teens.
Yes, for all of you who are eagerly waiting to find out who were the winners from our last Backstage Spotlight competition with Omid, no further for waiting, let's go it on.
Yep. So our champion for the last Backstage Spotlight event is, drumroll,
Elias, be positive, always here.
Yeah, congratulations to our champion. You will be receiving the 100 ringgit cash prize and Ascendance's the Teenage Entrepreneur Basic book set. We're so happy for you. We're so excited for you. And just to show you guys a sample of this winning video, we're actually going to play it for you guys right now.
I'm Collis and I'm 17 years old. The most important lesson that I've learned from the Backstage Omit is we must always enjoy our life. Somehow life is full of obstacles, challenges, but yes, we can feel to give up, but never try to give up. Split the progress into small pieces and solve it with a positive mind. Focus on the progress and don't overthink about the outcome because it's hard to achieve an immediate outcome. Additionally, in this century, everything can be well organized by using technology. Just like what Omid says, it's not about how hard you work, but how smart you work. And most importantly, be disciplined because discipline is the key of consistency. So Amit, you are such a talented guy and I really admire you. Keep up the good work and hope to see you in the next conference. To Ascendance, I can't wait for more fun events again. Hashtag 1 million teens.
Yes, congratulations to our other 5 consolation prize winner too. So shout out to those 5 audience that who already participate on this show.
Yep. So this is the 5 winners who won the consolation prizes. We are getting at the RM50 cash prize and also the Teenage Entrepreneur book set as well. So for the rest of you, if you want to be one of these winners, make sure you guys submit your videos. If you guys want further details, you guys need more clarification, we'll be sending updates about it in the Telegram group, in the upcoming events Telegram group by Ascendance. So the link for this Telegram group is in the description. This time it's really there, guys. So make sure you guys go check it. But we also have this QR code, so you guys can scan this QR code and join the upcoming events Telegram group. Not only will we be sharing the recap from the competition and the regulations that you guys need to know about in order to join and to win the amazing prizes, but you will also get to find out about the future backstages that we have and the future other events that we have all the time. So if you guys want to join Ascendance, this is one of the main ways that you guys can be part of what we do. So we'll see you guys in that group. But also, there are other ways that you can be part of Ascendance as well. So we actually have so many other things that we have to share with you guys. For the rest of you, what are you waiting for? Get started on your submissions. That's one way. Join the Telegram group. But there are also other ways that you can be part of the work we do. So one of the ways that you can be part of Ascendance is to join the Teenage Entrepreneur platform, where for only RM100, you get access to all of Ascendance's events, or 50 over live events, workshops, programs over the course of the next 1 year in a sense. So all you need to go to the Ascendance website, ascendancepro.com, click join Ascendance, and for 100 ringgit you actually get access to all of these amazing things. And I feel like the best part is you get to learn not just about things like how do you set and achieve the goals that you want, how do you achieve academic success, but you also get to learn skills and amazing things. So like even just next week, we're actually having a coding workshop from one of the students from one of the most prestigious universities in the world, teaching us how to actually do we learn the basics of coding. So that and another 50 over live projects and events and things that you guys can participate for is available on this Teenage Entrepreneur platform. So I highly recommend each of you go and check it out. So the link is in the description. Go check it out. We'll also put it in the comments for you guys to be part of. And of course, how can we forget like the next big thing that's happening? In September 2021, we are having our next New Age Learner virtual conference for over 50,000 students all across Malaysia and also from different parts of the world. So you be part of this international event. We are having this 4-day conference on 11th and 12th September for primary school students, and the following weekend on 18th and 19th for secondary school students and college students. So make sure you guys book your seats, register here by scanning and getting and being part of the conference in a sense. Remember, these are sponsored seats, so we have amazing corporate partners who actually sponsored some of these seats for you guys. So while the seats last, make sure that you guys book it and you guys are part of it. And at the same time, I feel like to be part of this conference is not only inspiring because not only is the organizing team students aged 8 to 25 like all of our events, but the speakers of the conference themselves are also young Gen Z leaders. So you get to meet 10-year-olds who run their own startups like Tracy Rabi from Tanzania. You get to see 17-year-olds from India like Kunal who run million-dollar businesses, or 15-year-olds like Robbie from the US who actually work with their government there to improve climate-related policies and like environment-related policies. So you get to see 20 over young change makers from 10 different countries inspire each and every single one of us. So remember, do book your seat for that, and we will see you guys at the New Age Learner Virtual Conference. Zilin, you actually a participant in our last conference, right?
Yeah, I'm also one of the participants of the last New Age Learner Virtual Conference. Actually, I also joined from the New Age Learner Virtual Conference in May 2021. So there's over 6,000 students from 700 schools in Malaysia. So that participate in this New Age Learner Virtual Conference last on the May. So after that, I applied and interviewed to be one of the Ascendance Apprentice and was selected among hundreds of students applicants.
Yep. So for all of you who want to be part of the Apprentice program, you need to come for this conference and apply to be an Ascendance Apprentice after that. And who knows, maybe you'll be like Ziling or Maha or Prakladan or Asana, and we'll see you in the next Backstage on screen. I don't know. We'll only find out if you come for the conference. So remember, in September, join us for that. And with that, I think our event for today is coming to a close. So thank you all for joining us, and thank you for all of the people who support us as well. Right, Ziling?
Yes, so with that, thank you to all our corporate partners who made today's events possible. Special thanks to all of the corporate partners that support us till today for each and every event that we are having on this Ascendance team.
Yep. We're so grateful for all of the support of the many corporate partners that make today's event possible, that make it available for all of us. And we would also like to thank the Ministry of Education of Malaysia for supporting today's event, as well as thanking our lovely, brilliant team behind the scenes for making this event possible. You guys really go the extra mile to making everything happen. Thank you to the families of the apprentice, the parents who hardworkingly make sure that their kids are set up and ready for today's event. And thank you to our brilliant audience. You guys have been amazing, and we'll see you again at our next Backstage.
Yes, with that, we are the end of today's Backstage Spotlight. See you all at the next Backstage Spotlight. My name is Ziling.
And my name is Harsha. Thank you guys for joining in this amazing session. Signing off.
Hi, I'm Nicole David. And my one advice for all youngsters out there is to stay true to yourself and go for your passion. Work towards it and work hard because you can break all barriers if you give it your full effort in anything you do. I'd like to invite all of you to continue into the New Age Learner Virtual Conference soon by Ascendance, and hope you all can sign up soon.
Hey everyone, it's Harith Iskander here. So join me, and I can't wait to see everyone at the New Age Learner Virtual Conference 2021. So it's all about being young. Now, if I was to have a message for young people, I would say, frickin' enjoy yourselves. You're young. Work hard. Just, go out and do what you enjoy. You have time. It's not the end of the world until you say it is. Enjoy yourselves. I'll see you at the conference.